What kind of hat is that, by the way?
This is a Bud Ice hat.
That's sick. That's sick. Do they even have that beer anymore?
I don't know. I never drink
Now,
Bud Ice. It just
I
reminds
don't,
me of like Stone Cold Steve Austin type shit.
that's sick. The
You know?
references, man. The
Uh,
subtle details.
oh man, Stone. I'm always gonna reference Stone Cold. That's my guy.
Yo,
That's
what do you think? What do you think is missing out of your closet right now? Like, what's missing from Jamal's closet? Because you have such a uh, like a a wide variety of different pieces. Like, what are you missing out of your closet? I was thinking about this the other day. I was just like, what's missing out of my closet? And then I thought about it. I'm just
two
like,
pairs of New Balance 550s. That's the only thing I'm missing. Fuck them, fucking pissing me off.
wait, no, no, no. I meant like pieces,
Oh,
like
clothing?
clothes.
Nah, no, I'm good. I mean, for me, clothes is like it's like. Hold on. I gotta show you something. For me, I'm never looking for a piece of clothing. What I'm just feeling lucky if I happen into a piece of clothing, because every
Okay.
piece of clothing that I really value is from it's from a time period. It's from so I don't so if I find a piece of like this is from an old Lakers championship. You know what I'm saying? Maybe 2008, 9 or some shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So they're like, when they were trying to repeat with Kobe. So it's like I'm like, thank God I get a piece of that time. You know what I'm saying? If I didn't get a piece of that time, I'm not gonna go out of my way to pretend I was, to pretend to like, like to cop to like be a part. Like it feels cheesy or fake for me to be like chasing that. But when I happen upon it, then I love it. It feels like, it feels like that was meant to be. In
Yeah.
fact, this is one of my favorite shirts I'm about to show you right here. And this guy right here, this is one of my favorite shirts. You see what this is?
No, what is
Let me
what
put it up
is
to the
that?
camera. This is a 1989 Special
Oh,
Olympics from Reno, 1989
wow.
Special Olympics shirt with all the niggas from the Special Olympics signed it.
That's
You
that's
know what I'm saying?
fire.
So for me,
That's
this
heat.
is like my top 3 favorite shirts because I'm special.
That's
So,
fire.
it's like when I find some shit like that and I'm like, let's go. Let's go, motherfucker. That's special as fuck. But it's like there's no way I'm gonna like Google search, find me a Special Olympics shirt with signatures on it from the Special Olympics. Also, I was born in 1989, so that's just amazing that I found this shirt. But that's what I mean.
Oh
So it's
yeah.
like I'm never gonna be like, I'm never gonna be like. It's like it's just lucky. Like, you know what I'm saying? Most of the things I find, I just rather be lucky than go hard about it. Because don't get me wrong, I go on thrift guy shit pages all the time. Like I saw a T-shirt recently. It was about the OJ trial, and it was like a picture of him in court. Like they had drawn it. You know how they
Hmm.
drew like the court transcripts, and you know how they
Yeah,
draw
yeah,
like
yeah.
the court. I was like, this is crazy. Like, and it was like OJ trial, blah blah blah, and it was like from the era. And I was like, I want that. But I'm not gonna, if I pay $500 for that shirt, then I feel weird. I don't
Yeah.
really want a shirt that I'm like, oh, I've been looking for an OJ shirt for blah blah blah. It's like it's much more. There's much more of a good feeling of being like, oh, I found this and it was meant to be. Than just me being like, oh, I spent $500 on a T-shirt because I'm like weird and I like cared about OJ that much or whatever.
Yeah,
But don't
yeah,
get me
yeah.
wrong, I got a lot of shirts from the 80s and shit like that where I'm just like, that's a special times, you know what I'm saying? Those are special times. So it's
That's
not it's
sick.
not like I'm missing anything, you know what I'm saying? It's just like but there's a lot of shit I would love to have, don't get me wrong.
That's sick. That's sick, bro. You could tell it's crazy because like as you was talking, you was just like smiling, and you could tell how like passionate you are and you love this shit. Like I love that, bro. That's what's up.
Oh man, that's like I just dug this shirt back up, like, and I was just like, what the fuck? I forgot I even had that shirt. And I'm like, let's go. Let's fucking go.
Yeah, that's heat. That's heat.
So it's like I don't really have necessarily grails, But when I find something that's really from an era that like is before me and it feels like really good, then I feel like I was supposed to have it, you know, and it just makes me
Hell
feel
yeah.
in that way.
Hell yeah, man.
What would you say is a grail for you?
As far as clothing or sneakers?
Clothing.
You know what? I mean, to you, this is probably gonna sound basic as fuck. But I really need to get up on my. But it's weird because all right, so I'm going through like a me and my girl. So like we're from the East Coast, and we're all about winter clothes. Like one of the things I miss, you know, I moved to LA, guys, right? So the thing is like I I like can't wear a lot of the winter clothes or the you know that I used to wear, like hoodies. I miss wearing like hoodies, like you know. And like I can wear hoodies sometimes. Every now and then it gets chilly here, or whatever. But like for the most part, you're wearing t-shirts or you're sweating your ass off.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and I don't know. I just feel like I miss like a lot. I really want some Carhartt like carpenter pants.
That's
Like I
yeah,
want.
honestly, I was gonna cut you off, and I gotta cut you off before I sound like a hype beast. I mean, before I sound like I'm copying you, because that's actually true. A lot of my first grails was just that regular Carhartt jacket with the hoodie, the regular Carhartt pants. Those were the things I was originally looking for sure, for sure. But
Yeah, yeah.
now I have 20 of them, and I got something for you, buddy.
Oh,
Yeah, I
good
got
look,
something
good
for you.
look.
You
We'll
know,
talk later. We'll talk
yeah,
later.
exactly. You know,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
got something for you. You say you want some Carhartt cargo pants?
I was looking for car. So all right, my aesthetic is pretty like pretty like lame or whatever, right? Like you so a flannel shirt, a nice flannel, right? With some cargo pants. Cargo pants is my favorite. Like it's functional. You know those pockets. Some people don't even use those pockets. I use my pockets on the side. You feel me? Like you know. So I love like some that like
They
I
got
don't
candy in
know.
his pants and shit. Candy and fruit snacks and shit. Hell yeah, I'm into it. Might have some
I
chicken
mean, I'm
nuggets
trying to
in there.
think of, but pretty much that's it, man. I'm pretty basic, man. You know, some road tree somewhere. You know, I'm down.
Yeah,
You know, I'm
me
cool.
too. Me too. That's exactly those. I mean, exactly. So yeah, those basic pieces. Like a black Levi's jacket was something I was looking for a long time that I really just had to have.
Good.
You know, stuff like that. I totally understand. You know, but the old ones. You know, not the new ones,
I feel
because
that.
you already know. You
There's
already
levels to this, guys. There's
know.
levels.
Shit, exactly. Because the new ones are made out of fucking plastic, man. Like honestly, I mean, I want our audience to know this. Like cotton in general, they're not allowed to make things out of the percentage of cotton that they used to be allowed to make anything out of. You get what I'm saying? So everything used to be, you know, there's no such thing as 100% cotton anything anymore. You know, everything has
Wow.
polyester weaved all through it, and I call it plastic. You know, I call it plastic clothing. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of times when you see anything new, it's all plastic clothes. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't have the same softness and the same feel to it like the older clothes have. You know.
That's a fact. That's
So
definitely a fact.
let me see.
So do you? So are you like completely against like a newer T-shirt, or you'll still buy a new T-shirt if it's something that you want?
Um, I'll buy a new T-shirt if I made it. You
I
know,
respect that. I respect that.
I'll buy a new T-shirt if it's an event that I really care about. You know, like I literally buy clothes based on like T-shirts. I buy them. This is a secret of mine that I don't even need these motherfuckers to know, but I buy T-shirts based on the event. Like I don't buy T-shirts based on the brand. You get what I'm saying? So it's like I said, Special Olympics. You know what I'm saying? Like championship tees. You know what I'm saying, or whatever. I'm
Yeah.
not buying something based on a champion made it or something like that. You know, I don't actually care about any of that. I
Yeah.
care about the time period and what it's talking about. You know what I'm saying? That's why
Mhm.
honestly, and man, please come on, y'all. Don't copy me, man. Don't copy me, guys. But honestly, my favorite thing that I've been getting lately is I just been buying all the March of Dimes. You know what I'm saying? I want March of
What the
Dimes.
fuck is that?
It's like March of Dimes, you know, like exactly. It's like baby walking. Like let's see if I can pull up a March of Dimes t-shirt.
Yo, put me on game, yo. What
But
is this?
it's not like these aren't outwardly valuable. You get what I'm saying? Like these aren't outwardly. everybody's not like these aren't reselling. You get what I'm saying? So I'm not worried about reselling or anything like that. Like I said, it's for me, it's like the actual era. You know what I'm saying? Like right now, this one's going for $42. Vintage March of Dimes. Sure, I don't even know what it's gonna say. But this is what I've been into lately. Yeah. Yes, exactly. Exactly. You see, I'm into this type of thing where it's like 94, a weird graphic. You know what I'm saying? There's babies in a basket. It's like, come on. You get what I'm saying? These are the shirts that I'm literally looking for right now. I'm not looking for no vintage Stussy or Supreme or anything like that. That's cool. You guys can have all that. I'm looking for March of Dimes. I'm looking for Venice Beach 4K 91. You know what I'm saying? Like
That's it.
all the old shirts with the weird graphics that are real weird. You know what I mean?
See, I feel like I'm light years behind you because for a minute I was looking for YMCA basketball league tees.
Fire. That's what. No, that's fire.
That's funny you said. Okay,
All
okay.
this weird shit. Like they just had a different type of feel on the shirts. They had a different type of like graphics and shit. You know, it was back in the day when they would just have like a lot of colors and a lot of things going on for just a t-shirt. You get what I mean? So it's like really special to me that like back in the day they would just go so hard just over merch. You get what I'm saying? Like this is just merch. In fact, have I showed you before that
What?
this is my favorite t-shirt that was ever stolen from me was this shirt. It was just a vintage
Nigga,
Just Say No. But it was really from the old school. It was blue. And it was like very, very vintage. You know, it was the original ones. See, these are all remakes. But I'm talking about the something like this. Let's say something like this. The 80s Just Say No shirts. Come on. Come on.
I don't even know about these shit.
You see that? You see those graphics though? That's what I mean. It's like these graphics were just like, what the fuck? Like, what the fuck? What is this? A cell phone with a fucking pack of cigarettes or some shit? Like, let's go. That's what I'm into. You know, I'm into like
That's tight.
the vintage Dare shirts. Now the vintage Dare shirts are kind of hype. You know, like everybody already gets these. You know, like everybody's already wearing. This seems like a remake. This shirt doesn't even look old. You see what I'm
Yeah.
saying? But that's another thing is like I can tell on y'all motherfuckers. Like I can tell. You know, I can tell if you got the old Dare shirt, if you got the new ones. Like,
That's what's up, bro. That's cool, man.
but I had
That's
this
dope.
exact shirt
So
in blue.
what makes you like decide like, all right, this is gonna be the next thing, or you're just literally just like going through it and you're like, oh, I really like this, and then you find it again in
Well,
another
thank you for asking.
color.
Thank you so much for asking because for me, I'm getting to an age where I'm thinking about history and like what mattered in history and what I cared about. You know, and it's like I care about like what was cool to me. And like I said, those
Okay.
vintage graphics of weird shit happening, that's gonna forever be cool to me. You get what I'm saying? Like in 25, 30 years, I'm still gonna want to see that shirt that says like March of Dimes with the babies in the basket and shit. And I'm like, that's cool to me. Like it's not
Yeah.
like I'm thinking about things that and that's kind of like, you know, the older you get, you start dressing like an old man. And like, that's what I mean is like my old man clothes are going to be forever. You know, I want my